You have an event tonight. Let's first talk about
Absolutely.
that, the My City campaign.
Well, it's at the new Apple store in the Carnegie Library.
Yeah.
Which, what a location.
Absolutely.
I wandered by there last night. I got off my plane. I was going for dinner, and I'm like, wow, I happened to be right outside. The sun was just peeking around the edge of the building, and I got some gorgeous pictures. But when you get an old landmark like that, you can't really go wrong. But I'm going to be leading a photo walk. They call them Apple photo walks.
Okay.
Around Washington with a whole group of sort of lucky people who managed to enter, because when we put it up, it sold out in literally minutes. So we've got a sort of a very excited group of people coming to watch and participate. And I'm going to be giving tips on really how to turn your city into a book, actually, because that's what we do at Mimeo Photos, where I'm the creative director. We create beautiful books and photographs. So I'm going to take people on this sort of trip around the city, translate it into a narrative, a story, which we can then turn into a book.
Let me ask you this. Do you need a big Nikon or Canon camera? No. What is it, DSLR?
Look what I've got. I know.
Really?
Rarely do I bring my camera onto set, my phone onto set, but it's because it is a great camera too.
Okay.
No, absolutely. Look, I absolutely have amazing cameras.
Right. And all the
biggest,
lenses.
Everything you can imagine, I have it all. But so often, I have just my phone on me.
Right.
And the cameras on the phones these days are really brilliant.
Okay.
And if you know how to use them, which I will be telling people and teaching people how to sort of turn them on so you can use them in with a sort of raw format, TIFF files and JPEGs, all kinds of complicated stuff. But ultimately, what it means is you can actually turn your phone into really a kind of a real camera.
Awesome.
So therefore, don't think just because you don't have the sort of the big guns, you can't take a great shot.
Right. Okay. So once we take the pictures on our camera, and our phone camera, they're going to be beautiful. Tell me where Mimeo Photos comes in.
So, you know, for all of those of you out there who have been creating books and cards and photos through Apple in the past, well, you know, you may have heard in September of last year, Apple stopped doing that, but ultimately, Mimeo Photos was always the company rather that you went to through Apple that printed all this stuff for you. So we emerged in September. It's called Mimeo Photos. It's a free app. You can download it in the App Store, and you can create exactly the same books and cards that you used to be able to do on Apple through Mimeo Photos.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm the creative director, and we've, you know, since I've been involved, we've created new borders, new products, new papers, but it's exactly the same type and style and look that you always receive from Apple. And we're going to be talking about that too, because listen, as a photographer, there's sort of nothing better than being published. And we take so many pictures on our phones, we put them on Instagram, and they're up for a day and then gone. Now they're here forever. If you turn them into a book, if you turn them into a product, you can look at them and admire them, not just for a moment, but for prosperity.